Are they done? I was watching them when I was finishing. It's been so busy today.
It has.
Well, it's like a
Yeah.
typical regular day.
So we started the show there, Dan.
Oh,
We're
you already
good to
started.
go.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to Ken versus 10. I am Ken, and I am joined by my special guest today, my good friend Dan in Demand. How's it going today, Dan?
Pretty good. I was just saying it's a typical busy day as I normally doing, but like I was making sure I was ready to do my listing right now, like have my listing done.
Yes.
Usually I'm working on listings till like 7 o'clock tonight.
Okay. So
I'm
you
making sure
just
I got my
kind of
10 things.
off and on all day, or just
Yeah, I kind of just have little like we were talking on the phone the other day. I because I do everything out of the house, so I kind of will start messing around with something, and then I do some work, and then because my mom watches my dog, so like when she comes picks him up, I go and I get like if I need to go running around and do stuff, I'll go do it right
yeah.
then, and then I'll make breakfast and stuff, and I'll come home, I'll do some pictures and stuff because the lighting in my house, I don't have like a great setup for my clothing, so I have to
Okay.
wait till like the sun has like a decent without shadows. So
Yeah.
around 11 o'clock is like the best time of day for daylight in my room, like starting at 11, or else I won't get some weird shadows. Which I have some
Okay.
weird shadows today because I was making sure I got my pictures done.
Yeah, I'm
So
going to
that makes
talk
sense.
about that a little bit later as far as, the photos and stuff. We'll say hi to a couple people that are jumping into the chat.
Woo-hoo.
Len 5280 finds. We got
Hello. What's up,
Danny
Danny?
Piquo Resellers. He's also an Ohio guy right here. And yes, Len, this is a regular thing now on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. And Chris is already talking smack here. He's go Dan, make Ken 0-2. I lost to Grams and Pops last week. And they actually whipped me pretty good.
What up, back
And
by
we
Silver?
got
That's
Dirty
back by Silver.
Plumbus, Art Vandalay in the house. That's who is it?
It used to be go by back by Silver on here. So
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what that. I don't know what a dirty plumbus is, so I refuse to call him that. So I'm gonna call him Black by Silver. What's up, Amanda?
And Amanda is here, and the Swamp Picker
Swamp Picker,
is here. Jesse Shops, hello.
Jesse.
Mistletoe, where did I get that? Marketplace Boutique, because I can't see,
Thinking
Dan.
about over there.
I need to get, because I'm always thinking about
Kissing?
Christmas for
Oh, I thought
sure.
you were just thinking about kissing.
And we've got Sandy Ready
Sandy.
Steady Sales. Who else we got here? We've got the Merchants, Mary Garcia. Hello, Mary. Emmy Ella Mom is in the house. Angie Resells. Angie, thank you for the raid over from your show. We've got 29 in the chat already.
Dang.
Definitely appreciate that. And we got Shelly Mansfield. Thrifter is here. And there's my good friend Lisa, Jersey Gypsy.
Lisa.
Ken, Dan, hey, what's up with you guys? Resell to Ride. Got to meet her in Las Vegas when we were out there. It was fun. They did a bunch of sourcing that day. And Ray, what's up, gang?
Ray.
Good to see you, Ray. Had fun on the chat last night, being the
that was fun.
The between
like
round commentary. That was a lot of fun. I'm way behind. Lisa, Aaron Rebel Junk right there. Cameron Gravity Goods. Going to be seeing Cameron again at the Reseller Rally in September. And Dan, I'm going to get to meet you in person. Yes,
I'm excited to go.
You are going. Coco and Chewy are here. And there is my girl Jill, who I will bring up quite often today because she's one of my main sourcing options.
Oh.
Cajun Roots Reseller. Hello, everybody. My dear sweet mother is here. Vintage Vanier? Yvonne? What? Vanier?
I think Vanier.
Vanier? Howdy, y'all. Estella Dobos. Hello. Can you introduce yourselves, please? New to both of you. Well, thank you for being here. Estella, I am Ken, SSK promo, Mr. Bill, the DOG, El Luchador, WR Hart, Poop Shoe Ken, and a whole lot of other names that I am known by around here. And my special guest, Dan Demand. Dan, tell us about yourself and what you got going on.
I'm Dan. I go by Dan in Demand on YouTube here. I don't have all those fancy nicknames like you got, just Dan in Demand. I'm here. Ken asked me if I wanted to come on versus him and his death pile, so I agreed, and I warned him that my items are boring, so I'm just a reseller in Indiana. I guess I don't know what else to say. I hate introducing myself. I'm no good at it.
There's Larry in the chat as well.
What up, Larry?
So we're going to skip by the chat here for just a few and tell what we do here on Ken versus 10. I had started this show back kind of in the winter, and it was me against my death pile. I would list 10 items within an hour. And what the kind of challenge was to see how many I could sell by the next week's show. Well, I used to do the show on Thursday mornings at about 11 o'clock, but then yard sale season came around, and I wanted to be at yard sales, and the audience wanted to be at yard sales. And so I kind of preempted the show. When I brought it back here last week, I decided, well, let's have fun. There's a lot of, I love games. I love game shows. I love challenges, that sort of stuff. And, especially watching, say, Joe and Nicole on I'd Flip That, their reseller game show and stuff. I thought, well, let's make this a challenge and also bring on a guest, meet some new folks in the community. And so last week I took on Grams and Pops. So it's me against my death pile, and the guest, Dan, you against your death pile, but also kind of a little friendly rivalry between the two of us to see who can sell the most items by next week's show. And we'll have Dan on again next week as a follow-up. And then we'll play a little game with him as well. Dan, I can't believe you're wearing an awesome new hat. Where's that? Is that right that red, white, and blue?
Yes. I can't wear it right now. It gave me hat hair. I can't have hat hair right now.
And there's Maggie Doodle, Thrift Shop and Fashionista. If I'm missing people in the chat, I'm new to this many people. We got that rate over. We got 48 in the chat, and I really appreciate everybody coming over to watch the Fireball flippers there. Let's see. So what we're going to do, when I asked Dan if he wanted to be on the show, he's like, well, I only list clothes and shoes, and that's going to be boring. And I was like, well, if anybody can make clothes and shoes fun to watch, it's Dan. It's this guy right here. But it got me to thinking, I have such an extensive death pile, which is why I kind of started this show as a little bit of motivation to myself and hopefully motivation to people that are watching, to list stuff, to maybe see some things that are out there. And I seen Grams right there. Hello, peeps. Grams is here. And, I forget even more. What was I talking about, Dan? Where was I?
Yeah, how I list boring stuff.
Oh, yeah, you list boring stuff. And, but my death pile is so extensive. I thought, well, you know what? I can pretty much hang with just about any guest that I have. If you want to list clothes and shoes, I'll list clothes and shoes. If you want to list electronics, holiday, Christmas stuff, you want to list hats or plush, I've got just, it's ridiculous how much stuff I have. So, and it's shameful too that I have all of that stuff. But I do a lot of sourcing during these yard sale months, and it piles up. And I'm not always good at listing everything, and so the pile builds up. Now, you, on the other hand, you don't have much of a death pile, correct?
No, my death pile consists of probably stuff that, because I mainly do shoes, clothing, and so when I'm searching for clothing, a lot of times I'll go to the bins, or it's like a 50% off sale at a thrift store. So I'm getting as much stuff as I can. I do my best to look over stuff, but it'll have a flaw on it that I won't see, and I'll put it aside because I'll mess with it later. And it's most of my death pile is that stuff. So most of everything that I'm listing today is stuff that I just bought this weekend. But I did. I
Okay.
made an attempt to go because I knew I was coming on here. I went to some garage sales this weekend, and I was looking for some stuff that wasn't just clothing and shoes. But that's like I switched to clothing and shoes like 2 years ago, just to get more, just to have more consistency in listing, and it's helped me, and I actually like it better. Space wise, it helps me out. I'm just keep on looking at all my stuff, but yeah, that's about it. But I got lucky and have one really good item out of my 10 items that I was super surprised on. So
you have one good item to list today out of your 10.
Everything else.
Okay.
When I started reselling, it was all I was nervous. I started I mean years ago, but then like we're in the middle of like the pandemic, and I was nervous about I wasn't working at the time. And so, you know, you listen to the news and stuff, and everyone's we're not gonna have jobs. Everyone's gonna do this or that. So I started thinking about what people like. They're always gonna need clothes and shoes. Everyone's gonna need clothes and shoes. And then I just kind of started looking at that stuff a little bit more. And then I think I mentioned it. I don't know if I was talking to you or if we had already gone live. My dog, I got a rescue dog. He's a few years old, but he's like has separation anxiety. Like he doesn't, he has to be with me, like, or he has to be with someone all the time. So like when I first got him, I could never go source. So I just started getting, I was like, I need to go find clothes. So I just started with clothes. All that to tell you, I just do shoes and clothes, and it's kind of boring. But,
Gotcha. Well, but you're making sales. You're making a living at it off of clothes and shoes. I'll answer Estelle's question here. She said, thanks for the info and introduction. Too big of a death pile also. She hadn't heard of the reseller rally. Can you share where it can get details? If you just do a Google search on reseller rally, it is an event in Cincinnati that is being put on by John Cincinnati Picker, Pete Craigslist Hunter, and Kevin Commonwealth Picker. There's a big meetup event. There's a riverboat there's a dinner on the riverboat down the Ohio River, and it is September 30th this year. I believe that tickets are all sold out, but if you check out the information there on the reseller rally page, and if you wanted to go, you could always send a message to John Cincinnati Picker there, and if there are tickets or somebody cancels, you can get on a list, but it does sell out very, very quickly. The Cheesehead Flipper is also here. Hate selling clothing, but vast amount of profitable clothing items I find means I sell a good amount of clothing. Yeah, I don't look for clothing myself, but yet I have clothing, a lot of clothing. I hate, my worst thing in reselling is I hate taking photographs. And then today when I was having to photograph clothing, it's just like, it was a nightmare. And then there's all the stuff about measurements and stuff. Let's say hi to Patrick Murphy. Hello.
Hello, Patrick.
Hello, panel and chat. He's just sneaking in to say hello and light up that thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. If everybody hits the thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. Got to meet Patrick as well at the reseller rally. But I was doing my photographing today. And now when you list your clothing, do you put in measurements and everything for all of your clothing, or?
No, I take a yardstick and I just like for a shirt, I just do like from the shoulder to the bottom hem and then pit to pit. And then like pants, I'll do the cut, the leg opening, and then I'll do the inseam, and then I'll do like crotch to the waist, across the waist, and like for women's, I don't do a lot of women's, but like women's I'll do like the thigh, like the thigh measurement.
And you are
pictures.
You just have the picture and the listing. You're not like actually typing out that information in the listing.
The only time is if like you'll find a pair of jeans that they don't have, if they don't have it'll just be like 36. It won't be like 36 by 32. So I just put in there like literally, I measure a 32, but please see I always make sure in the description I put like see the measurements, but I'm like, I'm measuring a 32, but just look at the picture so you see how I got it.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm no genius either. I don't know if you can
Teresa's saying there she's not a fan of clothing, but you gotta love me some sparkle butt jeans. Teresa from over at Grams and Pops that whooped me last weekend, and Swamp Picker went to the reseller rally in 2016. That was the first one in Chicago. I wasn't even a reseller
me neither.
back then. So, Dan, we will get going here.
Okay.
We will get to listing some items on the show here. And you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
You'll go second. Of course you would. I didn't even have to ask. I should have.
I'm already getting nervous.
Okay. Well, I will start with so Dan and I had talked earlier in the week, and we're going to do kind of like a combination of clothing and a couple of hard goods that he had. So I'm going to start. I'll do an article of clothing.
All right.
So first up, I got here is this.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Pontiac Firebird t-shirt, all over print right there. On both sides. It is a size extra large. I picked this one up. Oh, you know what? It's a size 2XL.
Ooh.
I think I need to change my listing right there. Man, I blew it already.
I still make Pontiacs?
I don't know if they still make that. I don't think they make the Firebird. Hello, Lisette. Always good to see you in here. And so I am going to revise that listing here, but I bought that one. That is a retail arbitrage item. I bought that in a store, and there was a whole bunch of stuff that was for clearance, and I picked that up for $2.50. So wow. That was a pretty good.
Are you allowed to say the store, or is it like a secret store?
You know what? Actually, I don't even know the name of it. It's like a clothing, I don't know, liquidation stuff. I forget what it's even called, but
I don't know if it's like Marshalls or Ross. That's pretty cool.
No.
I haven't thought about Pontiac in forever.
Yeah, and it's
I like the flames on it.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet with the Firebird on there and the logo.
Is it branded Pontiac or is it unbranded?
No, it's actually just an unbranded cheap, and it's really, really lightweight and just a really cool shirt. I am going to list. I paid $2.50 for it. Going to list that at $19.99. Hey, I do need to mention too. Last week I kind of punked Moms and Pops. The Susquehanna picker. Sorry, I'm late. Just got home from the 9 to 5. Well, welcome in. Good to have you here joining us right after work. And last week when I had Grams and Pops on, I had the links in the description of the video. I had them wrong. You couldn't get to their store. So this show is not about trying to get viewer sales or whatever. But if you did see an item that you want, in the description is my eBay store, Dan's eBay store, and all of Dan's links too. His YouTube channel, his IG. Here recently, you've been putting out some more what solds. You've been doing like a live shipping listing on Wednesdays.
My goal, I'm still busy with my work. I kind of fell off doing. I just put a video out yesterday, but I want to do more videos. But just to make consistent, with my channel, I do a live every Wednesday, and it's supposed to be like what I sold today. But it's just basically because I just go live by myself. And the last time I went live, it was an absolute train wreck. And I got nervous. I don't know what to talk about. So I just try to like focus on what I've sold for the day before. So I have something to talk about. So
yeah. And you've been having Joe Philly Picker on. Always good to see Joe. Throw back to the days.
They're both ditching me tomorrow. They said they got other plans, and they're a little upset that I was coming on here to go against you today. So then
well, I'll have a talk with them. I think I'm in good standing with them.
All right.
And then you do that live show with Jake and Jen on what is it, Saturday nights?
Saturday night, yeah. It's supposed to be a listing. Yeah. Well, they list. I kind of just ramble for 2 hours. Yeah, I forgot. I'm glad you remember. I forgot I did that.
That was kind of the old show with you and Mike and Joe. They would list and you would just ramble for like 2 hours.
I wouldn't. Mike would list. Joe sit there too. I was listing for this before we got started. I was watching Kristen and Angie, and someone said
Yes.
something about them listing, and Chris is like, "Yeah, we try it. You know, we're just keeping you guys company." I think if you're doing a listing live, it's hard to actually list. You're more of the
it's very
entertainment.
hard. Which is how I got to the challenge part of Ken versus 10, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to keep up with chat and do listing and get anything done. I wanted to do the show in about an hour's worth of time. And so I would pre-list everything and I would have it drafted and ready to go. Well, after like the second show or so, I started getting called it out in the comments about, man, this isn't, you're not listing this stuff. You're not getting it all done in an hour. It's all drafted. That's not fair. So I thought, well, yeah, it's just a show for kind of entertainment and watch, see what things are listed.
It's for
So
them
I
to
changed it into that challenge of how many can I sell before next week. And so that kind of gave a little bit in the next week. And then plus it, update that stuff on Instagram during the week of stuff that sold and if I was winning or the death pile. But so the Pontiac Firebird shirt, we're going to list these because, again, last week with Grams of Pops, we forgot to list the items actually during the show. We were going to do it at the end and have them all go live. So we're going to list these live right after we explain them and go over them. So I've got my first one is listed, the Pontiac Firebird shirt. What you got, Dan?
Oh, we're supposed to explain them?
You don't have to explain them, but if there's any story around.
I'm gonna get out of the way for my first item. Most of them I bag all my items, but I made sure I didn't bag them before today with my clothes. But this is a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren chino pants. I'm actually gonna list them so I can show you a picture of them.
Okay.
They're Pima cotton. They're a Pima cotton blend. I just got these half off, and then you can see how the lighting for my clothing today. It's not going to be very good. I list everything on my. I just use overlight for my room, and I put down a background drop on my bed, so I have no fancy background. But it's just a pair of yellow chino pants.
Okay.
They're Pima cotton blend. Ralph Lauren. I actually have two Ralph Lauren things today. I get some Ralph Lauren stuff. These are size 30. Oh shoot, I have to tell you. So I bought them on a half off. I paid $4.42. There was this little like stained dirt spot on it that I assumed I could get out, and I tried washing it, and I used Fells Napa to try to get it out, which is like a clean, like old school cleaning thing. It wouldn't come out, so I disclosed that in the listing. So this sucks so bad. It's a 36 by 30 pair of pants, and they're Sudfield Polo puts the they'll put it like they usually have like a whatever stylist. So they're Sudfield pants. And I like the color. I thought the color is kind of nice. We're at the tail end of summer, so hopefully they're gonna sell fast. And I listed them for $24.99 plus with best offer plus shipping. So I'll probably hoping to get at least $20 for them. If that's
so. Jill says that I need those yellow pants to wear with my headshot hat. Here's my headshot right there, and I got my yellow hat on that day for that. So yes, I need that. Jen wants to know. Jen's Multiverse. Hello, Jen.
Jen.
What ice cream pick did you all end up voting for? Who'd you vote for? This is the draft, the Monday night draft with it was on Nashville Flippers channel last night.
I have to go back. I'm trying to think if I actually even voted last night.
Hello, Sonia.
Oh no, we had to wait till today, right? It wasn't up
yet. The poll is up now. And so go over to Nashville Flippers channel and vote. Go to the community page and vote for who you thought. I voted for Angie Resells. I thought she had a very strong list, although TJ and Ray also had really strong lists as well.
I can't decide yet. So I was because I'm looking at their list again. I was torn because I thought Ray started off really just kind of blah, but then he ended up. I thought it was pretty good. Angie killed me on their last pick. The peach is not really my thing. So I'm gonna actually, and then TJ, I didn't like the orange creamsicle. So
Okay.
I'm gonna actually have to think. I'm gonna have to think about it a little. I'm gonna think about it a little bit more.
And we got Susquehanna Picker says OxyClean and Spray and Wash is a reseller's best friend.
I actually soaked them with that too, and I did Fells Napa. I've tried all, and then the only thing I didn't do is because I knew I wanted to list it today. If I try all those, then I ask my mom if she can help me out. And then she'll take them and then try. But I wanted to list them today, so I just figured I'm gonna just try. And they'll probably, I mean, they'll still sell, even though they're not in perfect condition.
Yeah. And Lisette said her choice was between C and E there on the draft. That was fun. It was I always enjoy the draft every time. And Lisette is dropping some links there. Dan, there's a channel, your channel link. Go like and subscribe. Go subscribe to Dan, and then watch a video or 10 and like them all. Check him out on Wednesday. Okay, so it's my turn. I'll do another new item before I get into the banger vintage stuff on you, Dan. I'm sorry.
Got a bunch of vintage stuff. I'm not any good at selling vintage stuff. What is that? Fresh Prince jersey?
Yeah, it's like a Fresh Prince style jersey. Says Bel Air 00 on it. That was another retail arbitrage. That is a size XL. I think that's what happened to me on the last one when I had it only as an XL and not a 2XL. But check that out right there. That is pretty sweet. Just plain on the back, got the white stripe on it. It's pretty cool. That again, I paid for $250 for that, and that is listed at $24.99. No real fun story about that one, so I will just go ahead and list that one.
Yeah, I don't think I have any good fun stories. Wait, so I'm up now?
Yep.
Let's see. We'll just continue making it boring, I guess. I had these sitting around here for a few days. I was supposed to list these this weekend. It's a pair of these are Brooks running shoes. Ghost 13s.
Okay.
I paid up for these because they're in really good shape. They literally, all I had to take off was a price tag. The Goodwill, they put them on the they just write the the price on the bottom of them.
Yeah.
So I paid up. I paid $8.47 for these.
Okay.
And I don't have any. The only store I had, I thought originally they were men's shoes, but after I comped them, they're women's. They're a size.
They're women's shoes. Okay.
Yeah, they're women's shoes. And I listed them for $29.99 plus shipping. That's I don't know what else to tell you about these.
That's good. We're just showing items and stuff here. So Brooks Rock Jill says, and Lisette dropping a link there if you want to go check out the community page and vote for the ice cream. Do that. They did a remake of the movie of the Fresh Prince movie, or
they have a show. A show.
Yeah,
another show. It's called Bel Air.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
More
I
of a
remember.
Drama type.
Yes. Okay, I'll list a pair of shoes then, Dan.
Oh, I gotta list that.
And we're gonna go right here. This is a pair of Dexter Slide Right bowling shoes.
Oh, nice.
Now, how I come across these, Jill, for some reason, she hates bowling, but she has an affinity for bowling balls. All right. So every time we go, now she wants to build a fence. She's trying to build this like new fence across the front of her property. She's going to tear out some bushes, and she saw something for a bowling ball fence the other day.
What?
Now, whenever we go sourcing, every time we're at yard sales or whatever, she finds bowling balls, and I end up lugging bowling balls around. Now, if you ever go to like a community sale, you kind of park one place and you walk, to all the sales, or you go to like a citywide or something like that. And nobody at any of those sales, the only people that are selling bowling balls are the people that are like 8 blocks down the street. after you've walked, and then Jill buys bowling balls, and I have to carry them. Either that, or the one year she started to get into typewriters, and not like your word processors that are like, I'm talking like the big, heavy metal keys, solid steel things. But where I benefit when she buys all these bowling balls is a lot of times in the bags, they're shoes. There'll be a pair of shoes in the bag, or there's she'll get a lot of vintage bowling bags as well. The bags can sell for decent money. But so these right here came out of a recent bowling ball purchase of Jill's. So if they are a size 9.5 medium Dexter, so I have zero buy cost in those because I got them from Jill, and they're going to list for $39.99.
Nice. I was just looking at some. I was watching someone, and they were talking about bowling shoes. So then I saw a couple of pairs of bowling shoes, and I didn't. They ended up comping them. They weren't like they were like a no name brand, and I ended up not picking them up. They had some kind of flaw on them, but they were pretty cool. They were like a skull and bone on them or something.
Oh,
cool.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool.
Bowling ball fence, Joe says. Seen a bowling ball fence. It was sweet. Larry saw one of those. Let's see. Thanks so much for the plug and the shout out. Let's set in here dropping links. And there's Dan knows that someday he will sell Joseph, possibly this year. Roman Anytime Picker. Hello, everyone. You still got Joseph back there behind you?
Yeah,
oh, there he is. I can see him. Well, he's got to watch over Dodger, right? When he sits in the corner there.
Dodger, where's he at? Oh, Dodger's right behind me on my chair.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't fall out of my chair because I'll land on him.
It sounds like a Ken problem, not a Jill problem. Okay, what you got up next?
Let's see. What's the most boring thing I can possibly find to show you? Okay, I'll do this one next. It's just a lot of t-shirts. I got 2 Nike t-shirts.
Okay.
That I just found this weekend. They're both they're just a regular Nike t-shirt, but they're both size 4XL. So they're a nice.
Okay.
Nice
oh yeah. Size.
Nice. And, as a bigger guy, these stupid things are probably like $80 brand new or something. Who knows? I'm just kind of making that up, but probably.
Yeah.
So I decided to lot them up, and they're in really good shape. So I just bought them. I paid $4.42 a piece for them. So what is that? $8.84, and I listed them for $29.99 plus shipping for both of them with best offer
for the lot.
Yeah, hoping I get like $25.
You selling a lot of clothing, do you find that the bigger sizes sell better, or can you price stuff that's a bigger size at a little higher price? Like, let's say if those were just an XL, do you think there's a premium on the 4X size?
I would get the 4X. I would probably, if they were XL for a t-shirt, honestly, for $442 for my buy cost for those, I probably wouldn't buy them. I honestly, I guess I could comp them really, but the only reason I bought them is because they look really good shape. They're both a 4XL, and I knew I could lock them up together. I'm not sure, like everything I try, I do best offer for a lot of my stuff. So I'll try, like, I'm not expecting to get $29.99 for them. But I should get $25, I think. Unless if they don't sell super fast, I might end up taking 20 on them. But for space, I probably wouldn't do XX unless I saw a bunch of them. It also depends on like my mood for that day. Like this week, like if I'm not finding a bunch of stuff and it's super cheap, but I don't know if an XL, I might only get $20. For an XL. So for like investing $8 into it, I mean, I don't know if it doesn't.
Okay.
I can change my mind tomorrow too, I guess. I'm not.
But the larger sizes might sell well, because that was a little bit of a philosophy that I used on a couple of my shirts. That I'm going to list was a larger size. And Lisette throwing out the link there for the Reseller Clickbait podcast. That is a podcast that I do with Jimmy Old School Flips. comes out on Monday morning. So if you want to check that out and just hear our ramblings for the week, I would appreciate you checking that out. Give a follow and a like on something. What did I saw another comment here, and there's Frank, FJ Treasures, Frank and Janelle, great people. They came down from Buffalo. We went to the Route 40 sales this year, had a real fun day sourcing with them, and had a really good lunch and such, and just really enjoyed their company. Hoping to, I think they're going to be at Reseller Rally as well.
Oh, nice. Oh, 24.
Old school flips. Old school flips is now OSF Picker on his channel. So go look for OSF Picker. Jimmy changed up his name. It's my turn. I'll do
Oh, you just made OSF flips.
OSF Picker. He changed his channel name. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just this week, just or what is today, Tuesday? Yeah, just say over the weekend or whatever. He changed his channel name to kind of drive a little more traffic, get that picker name in there. But I'm gonna do a hard good. How about that? I'll do a board game. Found this just the other day at a yard sale, and this is Mayberry-opoly.
Nice.
It is like a Monopoly game, but Andy Griffith Show themed. Still new and sealed in the box. It does have a little bit of damage at the top. It's brand new, sealed, yeah. Jeez. And of course, anything that I buy, I don't think I've done anything so far that I've actually bought at a yard sale. But they were asking $4 for it, and I ended up getting it for $2. So, because I always feel if you can make a deal, you make your money when you buy stuff. Simply Shenanigans. Shauna is here. Hey, guys. Let me see. What's this say? I'll be looking for you at local estate sales in Salem, Portland. Me and my friends Terry Mindful Recycle will need to find you and say hello at Gravity Goods Cameron. Yes. If you're in Cameron's area, definitely look him up. OSF Picker, he don't know that guy. He don't know old school flips. If you ever see Cameron in the wild, please say hello. That's good, Aunt B, says Jill. So, wait, I got to list that. I got to tell you more about it. Andy Griffith Show game. I paid $2 for it then at the sale. I'm going to list it at, there's actually more listed than the sell-through rate is good. There's more solds than there are listed on that game.
I was hoping you're going to say, well, not really. I don't want to be a jerk like that, but I was hoping you were going to say there's more listed than there's been sold.
No, so there are some solds, and I'm going to price mine at most of them go right around the $40. I see number listed $39.99. Some have went for more, some have went for less. So I am going to do mine at $38.99. Get $1 less than most of the listed, and try to move that thing out of here.
You do calculated shipping, or are you going to do like flat rate?
I'm doing calculated. I do usually calculated, and now using that the Ground Advantage. But I also give an option for priority mail if somebody would want to want it a little quicker.
A good way of thinking about that.
So, and I've been doing more of that since they made that change. I was previous to that, I was doing 2 options on stuff as a calculator. Most of my stuff that's first class or less than a pound, I do as flat rate. And anything that was over a pound in that, say, 2 to 3 pound range, I used to do like an option for parcel select and priority mail as calculated. And that really started to work out well for me, because I used to do flat rate on those, and that was a win some lose some situation. If it was going way out west, I'd lose $1 or $2, but if it was closer in my region here, it would I would make, a little bit of money. I never try to make money on shipping. What little bit I make, I put that into the what I figure is the cost of my boxes or bubble wrap or whatever. I don't figure any of that into my price. Jill said, "Oh, she thought that OSF stood for Ohio State Fair." Now that Jimmy is here, whatever happened to Uncle B? Boy, that's a throwback. Uncle B's Old School Flips was Jimmy's original channel. Jimmy's going to move back to Colorado. He said Ohio is boring. I've lived here all my life. I grew up like right next door, and I bought the house next door to my folks. I carried my stuff across the yard. Yeah. Ken and Dan, did you say this live listing show is an hour to work on listing 10 items? This is definitely motivating me. And nice to see you meet so many other resellers in the chat. Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about, getting some stuff listed, having a little friendly challenge to see, you'll have to tune in to us next week for the follow-up show. Check both of our Instagram accounts this week to see, if we're selling some of this stuff. And,
fingers crossed.
Wasn't Mr. B killed in Korea? Simmer down, Jill. So let's see one more. Jimmy will be doing videos this fall from the Ohio State football games. Ooh, that'll be my next item, Dan. I think it's your turn though. I did Mayberry-opoly. Your turn.
I saw Grams and Pops told me I need to step it up. This one. These are a last minute entrance because I was struggling to find something, and one of my items there's like it's got some kind of it needed a belt loop that it has a built-in belt, and I couldn't get the belt back in there, so I need my mom to help me. So this is a pair. I don't think these are going to sell this week. I'm very nervous. There's a pair of Allbirds. It's okay. When I heard about Allbirds, they're just like these are wool running. They're merino wool running shoes.
Okay. I've never heard that brand.
Heard about them. Everyone was like going crazy about these things, and I could never find them. Now the sell through rate on them is slowed down a lot, and they can sit, but these are in really good shape. Like the tread on them, a lot of times they'll be bald on the bottom, and they're in pretty good shape. So, but they're a women's size 7 shoe. They're nice, like light pink. So they might sell, but I'm kind of skeptical. But I just found these this weekend again. They're $4.42 into them, and I'm gonna list them for $30 plus shipping. They're light, so they're gonna go ground. They're gonna go ground advantage. So these, I'm not expecting these to sell, but they may.
Where did you find them again?
Goodwill.
At Goodwill. So you had said $4.42, and then when you had that pair of Brooks earlier, you said you paid up a little for them.
Yeah. So
what is about the average cost for shoes in your thrift stores?
If the Brooks were priced $7.99, and then I do an average buy cost for all my items. So whatever I buy for a trip, I just average out how many items I have, and then I give it a buy cost. These were a half off sale, and they were just, if they weren't marked. So women's shoes were $4.49 that day. So I got them for $4.49 half off, and then I average buy cost them. That's why you're gonna hear. I think a lot of my items are $4.42 because they're just from this weekend. Because I'm working on the stuff I just bought this weekend. I bought like 48 items this weekend. So my average buy cost it average out to $4.42.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I do that too. If I bundle stuff at a yard sale, I will do that. Hey, does anybody know in the chat at all that can help me? I need to ban somebody. I need to ban the Susquehanna picker here, right here. Picker 4523 Go Blue. We don't there's no need. This is a kid friendly show. No need to be cursing there with the Go Blue stuff. We don't deal with those team up north, as they say around here. But so you got your shoes listed then?
Yeah, I listed them. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know what that means. No, I meant Go Blue. Yeah, Go Blue is for the Michigan Wolverines. They call them the Go Blue or the Big Blue. Yeah, that's kind of a dirty word around here. Okay, but since we were kind of the chat was going Ohio State football Buckeyes, how about this sweet shirt right here?
Oh man, if you tell me that's a Rain Spooner, I'm gonna be mad.
I
can see it.
It's a Rain Spooner. Rayon. Well, maybe you can help me then with some pricing and stuff. It's a men's 3XL.
Oh my
so
God.
a nice big size. Perfect condition. I paid $2 for this at a yard sale. So what I know nothing of Rain Spooner. You're like, oh, don't tell me that. Are those good high end?
Great. Yeah, I just sold a Rain Spooner Purdue last week. It was a size medium. It's a medium.
Okay.
I took an offer. It was listed for a few months. I took an offer for $35. I had it priced for like $50. A 3XL,
okay.
I mean, probably $50, $60, I would think. It could be more. I think it's around $50, $60, I would think.
I have it, looking at sold comps and stuff like that. I have it. I was going to list it at $45.99. But you being a clothing guy,
I feel like it's better than that. I saw the Notre Dame one. It was probably a 2 or 3XL. I feel like I sold that for $50, and I felt like I'm being. I think it's worth more than. Man.
So Jimmy says right here, he has to be an Ohio State fan after that sale I had yesterday. I'm not going to spoil it. Everybody go over to OSF Pickers page. Jimmy, yeah, you're a mod in there. Throw a link to that video in there, Jimmy. And you guys have to go see Jimmy's sale. I don't know. That might have been on his resale, old school resale channel.
Let me see yours again.
Okay, 50 to 60 if it didn't have Ohio State on it. What do you want to see? The tag?
I just want to look at the print on it.
Okay.
I just want to see. Okay. Because it's got what is it, Buckeye or whatever?
Brutus Buckeye.
Oh yeah, Brutus. It's got him on it. There's one. I guess that does have him on there. There's only one sold as a 3XL. It's not that one, but they did it on auction, so I'm not even looking at that. But there's a listed one. There's a listed brand new one. They don't look like yours. A brand new one listed from Fanatics is $130, and then there's someone pre-owned has it listed for $60. I feel like you should be able to list yours for at least $60.
Okay, so we got Grams and Pop says 50 to 60, and Cameron is saying he would list it for 55 best offer.
It's a 3XL, Cameron.
Yeah, it's a 3XL. So I might pump that up to, what do you say, $59.98, $64.99?
I would do $59.99, or even you could try $64.99 best offer.
And take some offers.
Yeah, I honestly think that's a really good fun.
It can sit for a little bit. I'm going to go $64.99. Yeah, I'd never heard of Rain Spooner.
I mean, you've never heard? Yeah, they're good. They're good. It's a good one. They have all kinds. Mine I found it was just a boring Purdue one, and it was just thrown over the rack. Someone had found it and left it, and then it was a size medium, so I knew it was going to be good. But yours is a great size.
Yeah, at the 3XL, that's what I thought too, and it's just in very good condition. It doesn't look
perfect timing. It's August. It's going to be August, so it's going to be.
Lisette says season. 60 as well. 60 to 70. My dad says list it for 75.
Go. I mean, you go up.
And well, I'll tell you what. I pushed the button there. $64.99. We'll see. I got offers on. I'll take an offer in the. Yeah, I had it at $45.99. So, I'll take anything in the 50s for it. So
that's a good.
And hopefully it'll sell by next week.
Jeez, I need to sell some. I don't.
Oh,
we should talk about our items.
We should have talked about them beforehand.
I'm just giving you a hard. Because this is just what I saw. Like I mean, obviously, when I go out sourcing and stuff, I'll find something like that really good. But the bulk of my items are just regular, everyday, just items. They're just nothing fancy.
Well, like I say, this show isn't about, you know, whether it's bangers or regular, you know, bread and butters. It's, you know, you are making a living. Yeah. You are supporting yourself, and you're paying your bills on your average bread and butter items. You find good stuff, you list good stuff, and you sell good stuff. And you know, I don't list any clothing, so not much. I have tons of it to list. So okay, what do you got next? What's your next boring non-banger item?
I'll do an item that's not it's not. I'll do one that's not a clothing now. It's a board game.
Okay, perfect.
I picked this game. I found it at a garage sale, and I picked it out because I feel like people would see this and they might not be like, you know what, let me get this game. So it's a original memory game. All right.
Okay.
This is 1980. And,
nice.
I paid $1 for it. It's got some wear on the box, like just discoloration to it. This I listed it for $24.99. And it should sell around the $20 to $24.99 mark. I actually just sold one recently for $25. And I see them at Goodwill, and I used to not like look at them, and then I got some items from a friend, and I saw it, and something made me just like look it up. So I looked it up, and I was surprised at the sell-through on the original memory old game. Like there's some of the older ones from like the 1968. I think it's 1968. It sells for around $40, but I was happy to find this weekend. So it's another boring thing, but I have no idea.
That's a good fun,
exciting. But
what is there a decent sell-through rate on it?
Yeah, it was. Gosh, I knew I should have looked at. It was. Let me list it, and then I can.
What you're looking at, my mother says that, Dan, it doesn't matter if you sell it, chalk it up to one more out of your death pile. So that's true. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Is
I'm just being a kind of a jerk, like just saying it's just. If someone turns this on right now and you're like, what the heck is this guy doing? It's just it's kind of boring stuff. Like when you bring a Rain Spooner shirt and it's sitting in your death pile. How long has it been sitting in your death pile?
It was last season's finds.
Oh my god.
Jimmy says, Dan, send him a link to your store, which is down in the description. Jimmy, he'll buy everything. He can't handle it when I win everything on the podcast. Yeah, the only loss that I have so far was a technical loss against Jimmy. A technical loss where he scored more points and won more games, but you know, that's how I am.
Let's see.
So you got the memory game.
Oh, that's what so there's 49 listed.
Okay.
And they're not all the exact same ones. And they're not all so that's what I was having a hard time with. They're not all the exact same ones. And there's 17. Oh my god, that doesn't even sound good. I swear to God it's gonna sell. Here, let me just
I hope it does.
I don't know if mine took a month to sell. Oh, and I sold mine for 20. I lied. I sold it. Well, I said it would sell for $20-$25, but mine was in worse shape. Here, now I have to show you. I like the pictures on this one better, though. I should change my pictures.
Oh yeah.
I sold it in 1 month for $20. So
nice.
I got it for $1.
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting. So
$1 into $20. You know, all day long, I'll do that.
Okay, good.
So the chat is saying that Sonia is mad at me for some reason. I'm going to say simmer down, Larry. Yes, we know that Jimmy won at bingo. He got an ice cream out of me in Seville. You lost to Grams and Pops also, and then Corey is saying that you remember one more loss. So my online win percentage is not good. I did win the game on the Let's Do Lunch podcast that Jimmy and I were on last week, and my last 2 outings on the draft, the Monday Night Draft, I have victories. So, but I think I'm probably a little bit low. So hopefully this week, oh, that's right, I did win March Madness, which Jimmy has welched up to this point. Jimmy suggested that she was giving me answers during the game show. Uh-oh, you're in trouble. That was just busting. That was just, busting balls there. We're having fun. And there's Sonia to defend herself with. Well, apparently she came up with the wrong answers because I think I won that. No, I didn't win that. Sure, technically you won. Okay, is it my turn again?
Yes.
Okay. I'll do my other pair of shoes.
Okay.
They are a pair of FootJoy golf shoes. I picked these up for a couple of bucks. They are the FootJoy Green Joys, black leather. They're a men's size 11 medium. I paid $2 for those at a yard sale, and I'm going to list them for $39.99.
Nice.
So nothing more exciting about those shoes than that. They're just your average everyday golf shoes. They're in really, really, really good shape though.
Wait, what's that? Did you say what size they were? Or is space?
They are an 11, an 11 wide. 11 wide. Do you golf, Dan?
To me, Ken.
Do you golf?
No, I have golf, but I don't golf. But a size 11.5 wide is probably pretty good size.
Yeah, they were. There's a lot of golf shoes and stuff listed. So, and there, Emma Ellie Mom's still giving me grief about the grilled pineapple on the draft. Okay, what you got?
Okay, I'll do a pair of jeans. This is one of my favorite styles of jeans to find when I first started reselling. I'm not gonna take it.
Okay.
They are a pair of Levi's. They're the 560 model. These are out of print. I don't know if you ever heard. Have you heard of these? Probably.
Levi 560. No, I don't think I
They're
have.
560. They were discontinued. These used to be like, they would be amazing. Which they're still good, but I don't find them like I used to. Like when I first started reselling, I was finding these a lot, and I would sell them in like a day, like literally sell them in a day. So I got lucky this weekend. I found them, so I bought them for $4.42 was my buy cost. I'm going to list them. I'm listing them, but so they're a size 42-30. But when I went to go list them, they've stamped in the inside of it. Irregular. Okay. So there's something on the cut of it is wrong. So they probably sold it like a outlet store.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure. I'm not like some kind of expert. I don't really know what that means, but I'm still going to list them. They're made in the USA.
Nice.
Loose fit, tapered jeans. They're from, so like, I'm not the world's best on this, but where it says 0600, I'm pretty sure they're from 2000. Like, see this?
Gotcha. Okay.
So they were manufactured like June of 2000. But I'm gonna list them for $30. I was hoping at first, before I saw they were irregular, I was hoping to get like $40 dollars, but with the irregular, I don't know what I know it doesn't mean much, but I don't really know what it means. Like I know it's something wrong. I put all the measurements in there.
So we got a question there, Dan, from Susquehanna Picker. What size waist is the best to sell when it comes to jeans? She never usually buys them to resell. What have you seen in your selling?
I'll think about if I'm paying $4.42. If you're buying them, like if I'm buying them under $5, I mean, generally, I like to stick around size 32 and above, and then they'll sell. But like if you're getting cheap enough, I mean, I'll sell a 28 by 30. It's just kind of when I go to the thrift store, I'm just kind of whatever I'm walking up to and I'm seeing. I mean, I kind of make my decision there. If I'm like, do I want to take the time on it? Like if it's a pair of 560s and they might be a size 30 or whatever, I'm still gonna buy them.
Okay.
But I would just make sure I comp them. I would just comp them. But I like if I'm paying $9, like because sometimes jeans they cost like $9. Some of my Goodwills, they're pricing their jeans around $13. So like I'm really, I mean, basically I'm not buying them for that unless there's something amazing if they're gonna sell for like 40 or 50. So I'm just making sure I comp. But I mean, I don't pick up like a whole lot of smaller sizes, but I'm not opposed to it either. It's just kind of time and but like 32 and up, it seems to like be the greatest. But I don't keep like track of exactly what size I'm selling. I look at it. I look at the style, what the brand is, and I comp it, and then I mean, you can like see if it's a nice pair of jeans, if it's a size 28, 30, but it looks like a brand new pair of jeans. I'm buying it and I'm going to try to sell it. Like I'm selling.
So I'm going to go back to, cause I don't know much about jeans. I've never sold a pair or even bought one too. So that pair that you were saying the size was a 42, 30 or something like that, but it had that stamp on the inside. Is that something that they would have stamped at the factory?
Yeah, it's like
that it was
inspected it. The only thing I know about that, which I'm sure there's probably people that know way better than me. If you go to a factory, you'll see it on like tags now, like a brand new tag.
Okay.
Something when they came off and they got inspected, there was something that was wrong with when they made them, manufactured them, but they're not wearable, but they're not going to sell them in the regular store. So they send them to an outlet store and they'll sell them at the outlet store, which they'll be cheaper at the outlet store.
Okay. So they're just kind of sold as irregulars or something at a different store. They're not going to show up in department stores or Amazon or something.
Like
that's interesting. I've never
like a new jean. I don't know if I would have bought those, but like I didn't realize it. If I seen it at the store, I still would have bought them, but I would have been like, what does that mean?
So that might be a good tip for folks that do look and find jeans, is to maybe look inside to see if there is a stamp, to see if they were in a regular pair. I've never heard of that. So I like it. That's cool. See, we're learning too, Dan. I'm learning. It's my turn.
Yep.
We'll stay with some college sports. How about this? This is a vintage single stitch Colorado Buffaloes shirt, t-shirt. It is a made in the USA. Let's see if I can get it's a size large. I don't know that tag. Juanita.
I've seen it like in that videos and stuff. Looks good.
But it's in great condition. I have zero buy costs in this. This came from Jill, that she was cleaning out some of her father's old clothes. He had, passed away several years ago, and she was going through and she just brought over this bag of shirts. Do you want these? And it's like single stitch, vintage. I have a few more Colorado Buffaloes that I can list that are good too. But I didn't know where to price this because you're not finding them. So I'm going to list this based on other ones. I'm going to list this one at $65, $64.99.
I'm not like a vintage clothing person, but the graphic on it's awesome. And Deion Sanders just started coaching the Buffalo.
And that's what I'm banking on, that this year that might have some hype to it as college football season. So I have 3 shirts all together. And what I'm going to do now, when I did have to take photos today of clothing, I've found, because I list all kinds of different stuff. But I find if I list in one category, it kind of gives that category a little bit of a push. And so over the next few days or during this challenge, I'm going to be listing some clothes, each day to help with that. So I got a couple more Colorado Buffalo shirts. This was another one up here. You probably can't see that, but it's a 10th anniversary of Farm Aid. You remember the Farm Aid concerts?
I went to Farm Aid.
So that's from 95. The graphic in it has on the back, it has all the bands and stuff like that were there. It's almost near mint. I mean, that graphic is just pristine, but I'll be listing that throughout the week. I just wanted to hang something up there.
I went to Farm Aid in like 02 or 03, I think. In Tinley Park in Illinois.
Yeah, that's what year was it? The first year they had it?
No. It was later on. It was 2002 or 2003 or something like that. It might have been 2004 later on. It was
okay.
I think it was I don't know if Willie Nelson was at. I think he was at that one. I don't know. Dave Matthews Band was at that one.
Oh, okay. I know that one. Like Hootie and the Blowfish were there. I seen that on the back. Len is saying that the Colorado Buffaloes should sell well. That Primetime is the new coach. So yeah, that's very cool. No, Dan, did you just say you went to Farm Aid? Yeah. Yes, he did go. Yeah. That is so cool.
It was the longest day of my life, though. I don't think I'll ever do one of those again. It was too long.
Yeah, those outdoor all day concerts are. So I don't know. I didn't know what to price this at. I think based on comps of other things, but I found that graphic, but it was on a different brand of a t-shirt and it wasn't quite exactly the same. So I'm listing that one at $65. We're opening up to offers. We're just going to see. It may sell in 2 seconds because I listed it too low, or it may never sell and nobody may offer anything on it. But
do you cross list or you just list on eBay?
Just on eBay. I do not cross list.
Am I allowed to cross list my items?
Certainly. Oh yes. Oh, most definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
I cross list I cross list my items. Like I don't really do it off the bat, but I might for this you're gonna beat me. Well, I don't know because some of your stuff, the Colorado might take longer than a week to sell that. But that's it's good. And
it's all it's really about beating your death pile more than beating me. But and just to have fun with it. But you do if you checked out Grams and Pops Instagram, they got their prize package from their win. So here's what I do. If you can beat your death pile, which I consider to be six sales, you're doing 10. If you can get 6 of the 10 things to sell, that's a win. Or if you beat me, that's a win. And but I'm also, like everything in life today, I also give out participation trophies. How about them? How about that? Right. There's Mike. It's only about beating you. Yeah, it's all about. I don't know which direction Mike was going with that, whether he wants you to beat me or me to beat him, but general consensus in the chat wants to see Ken lose. So, yeah, Jill says, right, Ken. Yeah. But, it's just to have fun and give people something to watch and stuff. So what you got, we still got a few items here. We need to get through these. What you got?
All right. I'll go. Well, I don't have much to talk about on these.
Okay.
I'll do another Ralph Lauren. This is a Ralph Lauren classic fit button down shirt. I don't really buy these a lot, but this is a 4XLT.
Okay.
So
yeah.
This is like a no-brainer. So I don't know what else to say about it. There is like this in my head I'm thinking because I think when you told me to add up my listing, it was it's got like a little mark on it. It's got a mark over here on it.
Okay.
You're never gonna see it on the camera. But I it was all nice and dry clean. and then I, like an idiot, it's all like a dirt spot when I was trying to list it, and then it's gotten a little wrinkly. But it's just a regular old. The only reason I bought it's because of 4XLT, but I'm gonna list it for $29.99 with best offer, and hopefully I sell it this week. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just a boring but
yeah, that's
nice color.
What I see that theme. I see that thing that I touched on there earlier is you are picking these shirts up because they are those 3XL, those 4XL sizes, because you're going to have a better chance at maybe a little higher cost than if it was a standard, large, extra large, 2X. You're going to be able to maybe get a little bit more money out of that and also a better sale.
Yeah. There's about if I found that at a regular thrift store and it was like extra large, if I found it at like the local one that everything's $1, I might pick it up, but I probably leave it. Like Polo is like one of those when you first start, you're like, I'm gonna buy everything Polo, and then you quickly learn that it's gonna sit around.
Okay. My mother says, Dan is so funny with the shirt over said. Actually, I was thinking, screenshot that, or that's gonna make maybe a good thumbnail or something. Dan with his green hair. Okay. I'm up next. You want a hard good or a clothing item?
Let's do hard good.
Hard good.
You bet. Oh, bet.
It's a baseball bat. It is a vintage Pro Louisville Coca-Cola with Chief Wahoo from the Cleveland Indians. Right here, a full size 31 inch bat. I bought this at a sale last weekend, and I actually paid full price for it, Dan. I paid it was $10. I paid $10 for this.
$10 for it?
I paid $10 for that.
Oh my god, what are you gonna list it for?
I am going to I have it listed for $194.99.
Seriously?
Yeah. I haven't seen the red one there. There is a black one out there. There is another red one that that is listed for $199.99. So I did mine like I did mine about $5 cheaper. I don't really see any many solds on those. There was a sold a long time ago that was around the $200 mark.
No way. Really?
Yeah. Oh, what? Wait, what? Ken paid full price? I did, Larry. I did on that. Well, I was at the sale, and it was a nice older couple. I was just enjoying my conversation and my chat with them. I had looked at the bat, and it's like, I'm not sure what to do. Okay, so here's Roman. I sold a similar before for $149 a couple years ago, the black one. So I don't see many of those listed. So I'm going at $195, and we will see if I can move that thing out of here at some point.
Is that because it's like Chief Wahoo on there? Or
yeah, it was probably for some sort of a special giveaway night, I would assume. I can't find much history, but yeah, I've been picking up anything that I can find that has Chief Wahoo on the number one that says the Indians and that has Chief Wahoo. And I'll be showing another item here in a moment. I generally don't have any of that stuff left, because it just sells. I find a lot of hats, I find shirts, I find things like that. And yeah, anything. And I definitely list it that it is Chief Wahoo, that it is, the Cleveland Indians, because, we're the Guardians now. And it was at Jacobs Field back in the day in the team shop. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And there's a hello from Lisa to Roman. So yeah, it's in pretty good shape. It's got some marks here and there. It's not pristine, but it'll make a perfect display piece.
That's nice.
And so, yeah, I hope that moves along. And so there you go. What you got? Okay, whip it on me. Here's the big one, right? No.
My third pair of shoes. These
Okay.
are a pair of Crocs. Crocs are like one of my favorite pairs of shoes to sell. I love selling Crocs because they are just so easy to clean and then get lifted, and then I mean, it's just amazing. But some of them go. I'm happy with this one. These I found at the bins. So my bins, the Goodwill outlet, I pay $1.49 a pound. These are
okay.
They're like 8 ounces. These are light as heck.
Okay.
And they're just a pair. I use Google Lens, and they're like a jelly. What are they called? They're Crocs Huarache flat jelly sandals with a open toe, and they're like a bronze espresso type. So they're like a brownish color. And I'm gonna list them for $29.99.
Okay.
With plus shipping on it. I think I have best offer on it too. So hopefully I'm pretty sure these are gonna sell fast.
Yeah, so basically less than $1 into $30. That's great.
Yeah.
Heck
so
yeah.
I love finding Crocs.
Yes. And I always think of Crocs as those types, like the kind of the rubber shoes or whatever. I don't really think of, those are like, like more of a fashionable really nice sandal.
Ones. Yeah, they have a bunch of them, and they sell pretty good. I find them all the time.
Okay, let's go with. We'll stay with the Cleveland Indians. What size, Aaron is asking on those shoes? Well, it hasn't jumped up in this chat yet, but
they're a women's 7.
A women's size 7, Aaron.
Yeah.
How big are your feet, Aaron?
Will they I wear women's 10.
You can hit Dan's link in the description here, which does work correctly. And again, this show isn't about trying to get viewer sales, but maybe somebody would see a size or something, or maybe somebody does need a Cleveland Indians bat for $194.99. Come on, buy it. I want to hear that cha-ching. Oh, you know what? I should have left my phone on, so if I had an immediate sale. Okay, we'll stay with Cleveland Indians.
Nice.
How about this? As a vintage starter.
Dang. Nice.
With the cool Chief Wahoo embroidered hit there on the sleeve.
That's nice.
Really nice condition. It is a size large, and just I would almost even say near mint. This thing is just beautiful. There's not a stain or anything on it. No holes, no stuff like that. I picked this up at a yard sale just this last weekend, for $5.
Dang,
and surprisingly, unless I'm way off, I'll take some help from the chat. All right, have a great day. Have a great day there. Then trivia time. Oh, good luck with that. Hopefully, if that's a competition, that you win that. Never ask a woman her foot size. I did not. I knew that, the age and the weight, and never ask them, hey, when's that baby due? But I didn't know you weren't supposed to ask their foot size or their ring size. So actually, that starter, from what I could see in the comps, only about $40.
Oh, really?
I would have thought that would have been a little more. And so I see Cameron's got some help here. Yeah, I see sold comps for $20 to $40 in that windbreaker, Ken. Yeah, so that's about what I was seeing. And actually, most of the time, about $35, $34.99. I'm gonna list mine at $39.99, and with the offers on, see what we can do. So cool. At least Cameron is confirming that. I have some level of competency when I'm comping stuff. Sometimes I question. I'm not really sure. Just like that Rain Spooner. I had no clue. So cool. Thanks for that, Cameron. Looking forward to seeing Cameron again at the reseller rally. I think he's coming up with or over from Oregon with Sal are going to be there.
Nice.
For the competition, Lisa says, are you allowed to promote or put oh yeah. Because it's really not necessarily a competition between us to see. We're just trying to sell these items. Yeah, if you want to cross list, if you want to promote, if you want to put it on sale, if you want to send out low ball offers, because in the end, it's the number of items that are sold that has nothing to do with their value. If I sold one, $190 bat and you sold, 4 articles of clothing for, $80 or whatever, you win. You did 4. It makes no difference the size. So, boo, says Andy. Hey, Dan, I love Andy. You get the black heart from Andy, of course. He gives me grief every chance that he gets. If Ken hasn't won, it's not a competition. Yeah, of course. Next week, if I sell more, I'll be like, oh yeah, I whipped Dan in demand. Okay, so you have 2 things left, right?
Yeah.
You have 2. I have 1. Okay, what you got?
Okay, I'll save my best for last, but
okay,
I'll show this. This is a pair of shorts. They are a pair of South Pole.
Okay, I've not heard of that brand. Yeah,
it's it's from when I was a kid. They're like the big baggy,
yeah,
wide leg, like hipster skateboard kind of jeans. This pair I've been finding this brand a lot, and I just found this weekend for $4.42. Some of them you can find, they'll have like really cool graphics across the backside on the pockets and stuff. They'll have really cool designs.
Okay.
They're just a pair of regular, just blue. I mean, they're nothing too special about them.
Yeah.
Just normal. They do have. I don't see if it comes through. So yeah, it's got some it's like discoloration on the sides. So
yes.
I ended up pricing them for $24.99 plus shipping. Okay. I just sold some. I've been selling this a ton. I've been finding big baggy ones. I sold a pair of jeans with some cool graphics for close to like $45 this last week, and I sold some shorts that were kind of the same problem. I think they sold for $24.99 also. That's why I decided to go ahead and go with that. But they're a size 42. I have Y2K baggy skater pockets in the listing. They're just the wide leg. So for these, I had a question because I've been finding them a lot, and I started adding when you asked about measurements. I started adding the measurements of this leg opening.
Okay.
For this, so they can see how big and baggy they're going to be.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about these.
And so that was the style. Like what size did you say they were? 40?
They're 42.
42. So that's like back when guys would wear those, if they wore like a 36 or a 38, right? They'd be buying those 42s so that they.
They're nice. I mean, they're in good condition.
Hung down to there.
I saw someone share on Instagram about South Pole, and then all of a sudden I started finding it, so I was copying it, and then it literally sells. I've been saving these. I wanted to list these the other day because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell these tonight. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, great.
I didn't put up on this either. I'm pretty set on the price.
Yeah, okay. That's I mean, if you can sell them that quickly with that, good of a margin on them, heck yeah.
Probably jinx myself on it, but
nah, they'll be gone. Well, heck, last week when I was taking on Grams and Pops, after the show ended and we were still just chit chatting in the background, they sold 2 items before we were even done chit chatting, so I was in the hole. Okay, so my last item, we'll get through this. If you smell what I'm cooking here, Dan.
Oh no. The Rock.
Going vintage. Nice. Vintage. It's not a single stitch, but it is dated down here 1998.
No way.
Right there.
It's
with the Rock WWF on it. Logo. WWF logo. And it's got the if you smell what the Rock is cooking on the back of it. Nice, cool hit right there. And again, the graphic is just like really, really good. And also a good size. It's on the Fruit of the Loom heavy cotton. So it's a nice, good, beefy shirt. Like and that. It's a 3XL as well.
Oh, no way.
So, yeah.
Man,
so
you got some nice clothes. Why don't you list these clothes?
You know what? This came from Jill as well. This wasn't her father's because it's way too big for him. But yeah, okay, exactly. Tell me about it. That's why I'm back. Why is this shirt? I'm going to list this for $90. Yeah, that might be. I haven't seen many of this graphic style, and some of the prices on some of the other shirts that may be a little high, but I don't mind listing it high, taking some offers, moving it out of here. But I figured the 3XL, help that a little bit in the price. So I have a zero buy cost in it, and so we'll see. Yeah, that's kind of why I do this show too, to help motivate, get some of that stuff. My death pile is out of control, and I go out there and I move. I'm redoing a room in my garage to make it a dedicated office. And I'm out there and I'm going through boxes and stuff, and it's like, here's another. Here's another $30. Here's another $80. This is $100 item. This is a $40 item, $60. It's like, why isn't this stuff listed? It just, and then, or you go in a box and something that you had found that you were like super excited about. I found this at the sale, and this is going to be, a $40 sale real quick. And then it just gets put in the pile. And then you list it. And like the next day, boom, you got $40 in your pocket. It's like, why have I not listed this before? So anyway, my last item is that 1998 WWF The Rock size 3XL. I'm listing that at $90, and we'll see what happens. You can make Death Pile a wrestling move. Yeah, the Death Pile is the El Luchador, whose mask is back up here behind me. El Luchador, that's his finishing move. He drops the Death Pile on you. The wrestling reseller. Amanda says, I list everything in the order I pick it up so nothing gets forgotten. Yeah, I've tried that at times to, like, when I bring it in the door, try to list it before the next time I go out sourcing. But sometimes, I don't know. You get a whole carload full when you go out, and it's a little bit hard. Now, like you were saying earlier, you actually had to go source for this show, because you don't keep a death pile.
Yeah, so if I have a death pile, it's literally probably stuff I probably shouldn't even list. I'll now list it when I can't go out or don't go out. I did find a pair of this last winter. I went to the bins before the fall for winter, and I was picking up shoes, and then I was saving them for the winter time if I couldn't get out because if snow or something. And I put them in a tote and I forgot about them. And then I was looking for something and I ended up finding the tote. So then I kind of had a little death pile. But you can see right behind me, there's some clothes right here. Right here. You see them? So there's there's a couple shirts I picked up for Whatnot. And then there's a shirt that has it. I bought it because it was half off sale and it's got a stain on it. And I need to scrub it, and I don't want to scrub it, but it's like a fire resistant. I probably could just list it the way it is. It's like a fire resistant shirt that it's a nice 3XL type shirt that It was super cheap, so I bought it, and so it'll sit there, and then I'll eventually clean it one day, I guess. That's kind of what I have, but I don't have a lot of space either, so I have to get through my stuff. I just have to get through it as best I can. So
yeah, I feel your pain there. My have a very, very small house, and I live in the middle of my reselling business, and it's just that's why I'm redoing my garage. And
I took over part of my garage. It's my brother's my roommate, and I basically took over this room, but like in the house I can't have stuff, and like I have my inventory that I put aside, but like the rest of my garage is a disaster if you've seen some of my videos. But it's just like between I have two brothers, they both have stuff stored away here. I have stuff stored away here. My mother had stuff, she has stuff that she stored away here. She doesn't live here, but she still had stuff stored away here. And there's just junk everywhere for 20 years. And so it's just this is a mess. I don't have enough room. So
yeah, I feel your pain there for sure. So what you got last? What's the big Dane and Demand item? The one that's gonna wow the crowd.
When I was sourcing this weekend, I was just like, I can't just come with all clothes. I have to find something that's not clothes. So I saw something, and here I guess I can just show you. I found this, and I was like, oh, I'll just gonna list this, and if it doesn't sell this week, I'm just going to put it on. I'll just do like a Whatnot show, and I'll throw it in Whatnot because I don't do a lot of plush. I don't do plush or anything.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, Hello Kitty, and I don't remember if it was an Instagram post or if it was a video, because I still watch tons of YouTube because I don't really know much about stuff. So I still watch, but so I don't know where I heard it, but and I don't know who said it, so I can't give them credit. But it did come from me. They had like the top franchises of stuff that sells, and I remember them saying like Hello Kitty was. I don't know if Hello Kitty was number one, but it was like one of the top of franchises of sells. And then I was watching somebody else's videos, and they sold something, and they made a comment. It was Hello Kitty, and they made a comment. If you find Hello Kitty stuff that's not like the typical pink color, that it'll do good. So I'm at a half off sale, and I'm looking. I see that I'm like, oh, it's Hello Kitty and it's orange. I'm like, that's cool. That's like, I'll take it. I'll list it, and it'll sell this week or whatever. So I bring it home. I literally never looked at it, and it's got this bow on it. This bow has like a Velcro to it, but it will not stick. It won't stay on there. So anyway, I get done. We talk on the phone on Saturday. I picked this up after I was done. I'm like, let me look this thing up and see what it is. It's a Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear, Hello Kitty. All right.
Hello Kitty, Build-A-Bear. I don't know, Sereno or something on there. And it still has the tags on it, like the Hello Kitty tag on it.
Oh yeah, nice
tag. It's got that on there. I Google and search it because I Google and search everything, and then I see soul comps on this thing. I see comps, and just about all the ones when you look this up. If you look up Hello Kitty Build-A-Bear orange on eBay, like half of them don't have the bow to it. They're missing the bow, and there's like 11 listed and like 50 something sold, and like just beat down ones selling for like $60.
Yeah,
$50. So there's some with like they have. I don't know where they got the clothes at, but they have them listed for like $125 with the clothes. And even they have them listed. I mean, $99 sold with no bow. So I decided I'm gonna price it up. I'm pricing this up. I just want to see if I'm gonna list it for $124.99.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, looking at those comps for sure,
and take offers. If I get 100, I literally thought I was like this couple dollars. I thought this was. Oh, he says listed for.
He saw a small version of that. Tiny one sold for like 15, 24 bucks. But that one is super spendy, and he would list it at. Well, I'm probably in agreement with Cameron. I would probably get it up closer to that 150. Okay. You know, you can always take an offer.
I thought I was thinking if I get $100 offer, so I was like, let me just at least try 124.
Well, yeah, you see some of these solds that are, around 100, and they have the clothes, the branded clothes, but those don't matter. If I found that and it had clothes on it, most likely I would probably take the clothes off and sell them separately.
Okay.
The Hello Kitty. Well, here we go. Chris says, I've sold 2 Hello Kitty BABs in the last 2 weeks, and they were white generic ones. So, Chris, throw out, because we all know that Chris is a plush guy, and he sold 2 Hello Kitties this week. What would you list this one at, Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
A lot of solds around 99. Without outfits, there's some 125s. And there's even higher depending on the outfit. That's a good find. No, I'm sorry, I missed. What did you pay for this?
I got it. Say it's $4.42 for my average buy cost. It was. Oh, I got such cheap deal. I choked them. Don't pass out, Ken. Don't pass out.
No, all of a sudden I got a tickle in my throat. I thought,
hey D,
Halloween is coming up. Yeah, that good orange color is cool. Amanda says I sold a purple one for like $60 a year ago. So yeah, that's that orange with the black bow with Halloween coming up. I think you're going to sell that this week, Dan.
Yes, I hope so.
Emma Ellie's mom says, Cajun, has there been any uptick in Beanie Babies since the new Apple TV documentary? Always pick up a Hello Kitty Build-A-Bear with Halloween upcoming. I'd go $124.99 since it's probably Halloween themed. So there you go. You were right on the money at the $124.99. With the Halloween coming up, I might go, right around in that one, even up towards the 150. Take an offer, and somebody's happy if they give it for 125 if you're listed near.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'll do one. I'll try the 150. Just so if everyone who hung out watched my pitiful stuff, hopefully I'll have some good. I'll sell the good one. I
Depends
can't lie.
on how long you want to keep it. He says.
I don't want.
He wants to keep it exactly 7 days, or 6 days, and 6 get days that score.
Hours.
Let me see. What's this say? Yeah, Roman is saying Chris even sells the bows by themselves.
Oh,
so yeah, any Build-A-Bears, like if that one came with clothes and it was the Hello Kitty branded clothes, I might leave them on there. But anytime I get a Build-A-Bear plush that does not have themed or something specific to that character clothes, I strip them off there and sell them separate. They don't always sell for a whole lot, but if you can sell the plush for, $15, $20, $25 and then sell the clothes for another, 10, where you couldn't have got that without it. So, okay. So there we go. We've got 10 items. Each are up and listed. And so down in the description, you will see Dan's Instagram link. I'm not sure if I put my Instagram link in there. I'll make sure that it gets in there. And so check our Instagram. We'll be talking smack throughout the week, as hopefully we're both selling items. Hopefully there's not crickets like there was last week for me. I sold one of my 10 items last week. Everything that I was posting was me just reposting Grams and Pops sales that they had, come in on a regular basis. So yeah, check that out. We'll see if we can't make some sales on some of this. We had some really good items going up there. So Dan, anything else for the people before next week?
Yeah, we just want to say how much I spent in my projected sales. So if I added all my stuff up, I spent $45.83, and I just updated because I priced that up to $149.99 and try that. But my projected sales this week is for these 10 items is $404.90. So
404.90, and you had 40 what in it?
45.83.
45.83. Okay, so that's, you know, almost 10 times your money in profit right there. You know, of course you get fees and all that stuff. Chris said try Posh for the Hello Kitty. That's where one of his sold.
Nice.
Good luck to both of you, which really in translation means good luck to Dan.
Thanks.
I believe if I know my Corey well. Thanks everyone. So my cost of goods, I had $26 in cost of goods with a potential listed value of $599.90. So we're not that far off. And again, it's not about the value. Jill says, nice to meet you, Dan. She hasn't really, I just kept telling, you know, because I talk about different shows I watch, and I was like, oh, Dan did this, Dan, you know, Dan in Demand. She's like, I've never seen him. So,
well, Jill, next time you have stuff, send it to me because Ken says too much stuff. So,
oh, you should wait till I start doing any sort of content where I source Jill's basement. Dude, you think that she gives me good stuff? The things that are in her garage or in her basement, man, it's off the hook. It is. So, all right, we're gonna wrap this one up, and so our 1 hour show only went an hour and 40 minutes. So that was perfect, exactly as I had planned. So Dan, we'll see you back here next week. We'll review what sales we did have, and we're gonna play some games. Should be fun. And so everybody, thank you for hanging out. Check those links below. See Dan in his YouTube channel. He'll be live tomorrow, right? Wednesday.
Yeah, and I'm actually live later on Nurse Flipper also.
Oh, you're on tonight with Nurse Flipper. Yeah, that's great.
Mike from the January house. I got on there
today.
Perfect. You get a double dose of me. And I had a video yesterday, live tomorrow. I'm crazy. I'm everywhere this week. You guys are gonna be sick of me.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, nobody ever gets sick of Dan in Demand because you're in demand, my man.
Yeah, I guess.
So, and goodbye to everyone from the chat. We appreciate it, and we'll catch you next week on Ken versus 10.
Are we still